What's up guys, SS back, and I'm bringing you Crazy Collectors, a review of John Matrix from the Commando, one of my favorite movies as a young little SS. Used to love sitting there watching this all by my lonesome. My mom would be like, "You watching that shit again?" Yes, it's Arnie. If you know my channel, you know I love Arnie, Stallone, and Van Damme. That's my trifecta. And I buy multiples of these bastards. Some of the Terminators, I bought 5 of the same thing to do as many poses as I can. I just love these things. To finally have your idol in your hand and pose them whatever way you want, it's so cool to me. So if you love the movie or you love Arnie, don't miss out on this figure. And as always, thanks Anthony, I appreciate everything you do. I love that bag that you sent, thanks bud. Alright guys, this is it, man. I love it. This is a grail piece for me. A couple of guys did, you know, their own versions of it and it looked great, but I'm definitely glad I held out, and I'm more than happy with what we got, especially for the price. So we'll take a look at the accessories and a bit of the figure, and then we'll do a size comparison with some other Arnie figures, and that's it. We'll call it a wrap, you know. Real quick, you can see the box there in the background. You guys know me, I don't like spending fucking hours on the measurements of the box and this and that. It's cool, it's a beautiful box, super shiny. Picture of Matrix of the figure there. There's your insert. You know, what else do you want? It's the fucking shoebox. Alright, it's going in the garbage anyways. Okay, man, I'm so stoked to have this. Alright guys, let's get into it. Commando. Alright guys, let's start off with all these wonderful goodies that we get. And damn, do we get a shitload. So, right out of the box, this is pretty much exactly how he comes. He's just got some wrapping around the head and some wrapping around the boots, and that's it. Other than that, this is what you're gonna get right out of the box, and you will have to put together all these wonderful little things. Get a bunch of hands and all his weapons. So we'll take a closer look at all the weapons real quick. So you get these 2 cool little army bags with some writing, and it's got some Velcro going on, so that's neat. You get 2 of those. They look exactly the same. You see, same numbers and everything, so that's pretty cool. And everything that has straps, they'll have this cool little plastic that you're gonna want to take off, of course. You get his cool knife that he had in the movie. Looks like the one from Rambo. It's pretty neat. It almost looks like real metal. They did such a nice job with the paint. It's pretty cool. You got his pistol. Forgive me guys, I know shit about weapons. I'm from New York and we just don't mess with them here. If when I retire I get to move to Colorado or something like that, I will definitely get into them. But this, of course, the clip pops out. You can see the bullets, and it does articulate right there. You can see the bullet. So I don't know what kind of pistol it is. Sorry guys, just not my thing. And I don't want to pull the clip out because it usually loosens up and then they just flop off and you tend to lose them, so I don't like taking the clips out anymore. I believe this is an Uzi. It's pretty cool. I'm assuming the clip comes out. It does have some articulation right there. That's the stock, I believe it's called. So that's cool. That articulates. Cool little strap, and that does not articulate, so be careful with that. It's pretty neat. You got a huge ass pump shotgun, which is really nice. I really like this. You got the articulation there. You got some sights going on. I don't know if this movie is old, so maybe this was some laser pointer or some shit he had on the front. You can see a little blue dot, pretty cool. Like I said, I don't know shit about weapons, so sorry if I'm wrong about that. Of course, you get extra hand pegs, And these I really like. These just, that's cool, man. They articulate there. Got this beautiful blue lenses going on both ends. Got a nice soft strap. I can't tell if it's plastic or some cheap leather, but it's nice. I really like this. Got some cool details on the top. This, it doesn't feel like it turns, and I don't want to force it, guys. So that's cool. I like it. Get this big bad boy over here. Don't know what the hell this is. But you know Hot Toys, when it comes to weapons, they do really, really sweet jobs. This looks very fragile. Maybe it does move, but I am not going to try. I don't want to break it. So you get that. You get the landmines that he uses. You see right there, it says front toward enemy. Back, Messiah Apers mine. I believe that's what it says. You can barely see through the lens here. And the little legs do articulate. Those I believe are for sticking into the ground. So that's pretty cool. Get some cool details on the top as well. I remember him using this. And then you get two of these. These are for the mines, I believe, to may set them off. It's pretty cool. This little piece does move a bit. Just be careful. We'll probably lose it. And that's all the articulation you're going to get on that. You get a couple pairs of hands. He comes with the fisted hands. One that's splayed out, just like that. And then of course you get some gripping hands in different styles there. Pretty cool. You get one trigger hand and another semi. This is probably for holding that rocket launcher that I'm going to show you in a minute. Pretty cool. Not all of them have the paint on them, just a couple. You get the typical Hot Toy stand, which gets, damn, it's dusty already. I just pulled this thing out of the box. So you get that. What else are we getting? Let me take a good. This thing is sweet. Damn, man. I don't know if you could see down there. You could just see the tips of them down there. Pretty cool. It does have this piece here that articulates. It goes up and down. And there was another little piece. Here it is. That's pretty cool. You get the strap. And this piece here, knowing Hot Toys, maybe this does open up, but I am certainly not gonna go forth and try that because I'll probably break it. So, but you can see it's nice and scuffed up. U.S. Army. This thing is cool. I was looking forward to this piece. It is badass. Get a bunch of extra buttons, which is neat. Appreciated. It's probably for these right here, I'm assuming. What else do we get? All we have left is the vest, and be careful when you pop this, the top, because then all the little shells go flying. So you get the watch, 2 more knives, and a bunch of little, looks like shotgun shells. So that's pretty neat. Let's take a quick look at the vest. Get a couple of grenades going here. That's pretty neat, man. Just like in the movie. I'm assuming this is where all the shells are gonna go. The pockets do seem functional. Got some stuffing in there. This is just beautiful, man. I'm gonna pop the movie in once I'm done with the review and enjoy it. So this is pretty neat. Really, really sweet job they did with this. This is a grail piece for me. And other than that, you just get the instructions with some warnings. You know, what to do, what not to do. Don't leave the arms bent for too long periods of time, because it's rubber and it'll fucking crack, which is what I don't like, but we'll get into that later. Okay, guys, you know what, before I get him all dressed up, let's take a good look at the body here, the rubber body. Take a closer look. So this is what you're getting. I really like the sculpt of this body. They did a sweet job. Just look at that. The little paint apps they did look wonderful. There is zero articulation to this though. Other than the arms, the heads, and the legs, there's no ab crunch. Not that you would really need it, but just want to give you a close look at the rubber on this. It looks great. I love it. Look at all the musculature on that thing. Beautiful job. But if you're looking for any crazy articulation, I don't know why you would with this, but you're not going to get it. I can't even get it to turn at the waist. Like, it is, oof. And I don't want to undo this, and then it's a bitch to get back on sometimes. So, but it really doesn't feel like it turns, like you get any waist, and I'm not gonna force it. Nope, something's gonna break. The head, well, we'll take a better look at the head sculpt later. So that's the rubber, and let's get them dressed and finish the review. Alright guys, so I just finished putting them completely together, and this is pretty much how he's going to remain in my collection. Of course there's other poses I would rather have him in, but with those fully rubberized arms, I just don't want to risk messing it up. It's gonna rip, it's gonna tear. So, but let's take a nice closer look at him. Let me see if I could adjust the lights a bit. One of them is gonna fall off any second. Let me get it closer. Alright, hopefully the lighting's okay. But let's take a nice close-up look at that head sculpt. Is it perfect? Is anything? No. But for me personally, it's great. I love it. Wow, actually that angle looks really good to me. So I guess depending on the angle you have it, it looks better. But look at that, just beautiful. He's got a nice tan. He's not pale. So I haven't seen the movie in so long, but I do believe that he had a tan going on in that movie. But either way, he just, oof. I thought putting on all these shotgun shells was going to be a pain in the butt, but it actually wasn't. I didn't even need the tweezers. The vest zipped up just perfectly, so I had zero problems. It is a little tight up here, and I don't want to force it, but from the beginning down here, it zipped up fine. I'm sure you could get it all the way up, but I kind of like it like this anyway. So you put the one big knife right in here, the shotgun shells, and the landmines go in those pouches that I showed you before, right on the side. What else did he have? His pistol goes right there on the side of his legs. You do have to connect these two straps that come from the back of the vest. They go right there under the crotch. All you gotta do is adjust the straps a little, and they go in fine. The pants look great all the way down to the boots. The boots are nice and dirtied, nice and weathered on the bottom. You can see there, pretty cool. What else? The watch went on nice and easy. I have had watches where, I think it was on the Stallone, on the Barney Ross, maybe it was the first one or the second one, where it was a bitch to get on, and the face started to like pop out a bit on me, so I had to like re-glue it. It's fine now. But you can see the watch does have some cool little detail on it. And this particular hand that I'm using, I had to take a knife to it because the thumb was like, the plastic didn't give, it was still glued together, so I just took a little razor knife and just undid it. So really no problems with this guy. The pistol fits in great. I wish I don't know, it looks great like this, seamless, but I'm just scared of bending the damn arms, and I'm not gonna do it. So I placed the shotgun back here, and you get the two other knives you can see right there. One goes on each side. It's unfortunate you're never really gonna see those. The Uzi, I just hung on the side. I'll fix that later. Maybe I won't even, since you're not gonna see it, I won't even have the Uzi on him. He looks so intimidating. He looks badass like this. I love the vest. It's just so cool. In the movie when he puts on all of the paint and he gears up, it's just, I loved it as a little kid and I still love it. Been waiting for this figure. I know a couple of people. I know Nenny D did a custom one and he spent a lot of money finding all these weapons and the vest and all that shit. So I'm glad I held out. His looks incredible also. I'm glad I held out. Hot Toys gave it to us and everything came in one package, so you didn't have to hunt anything down. Let me show you real quick the detail on his belt. I didn't show that to you guys before. Let me see. Can you see that? That's pretty cool. Loving this figure. If you're an Arnie fan or just a Commando of the movie fan, definitely don't miss out on this. It's unfortunate about the arms. You do get great articulation in the legs. You know, you get the usual forward side, the knees bend great. You don't get any ankle pivot, of course, because you get the fully rubber boots. The arms do have great articulation as far as, hold on guys, movement outward like that. They did a cool job. You can see on the bottom there, just there, so you don't have to worry about any ripping on the arms. So that's cool. It does turn, it does swivel like that, so kind of like if you had bicep swivel and stuff. It does move real nice. The arm drops down a bit. Man, he's got so much junk on him. I haven't bent the elbows once, and I'm just not gonna. I don't need to. Of course, I would love to have him displayed with, you know, maybe with this gun up by his shoulder, like in the pictures and stuff, but this will definitely suffice for me. It's a wonderful figure. It's not expensive, so don't pass up on this, guys. Let me do real quick a size comparison for you, and then we'll call it a vid. Alright guys, oh my god, I'm so happy. I got all my Arnies going on from all my favorite movies: Terminator, Predator, Commando. You can see a bit of evolution in the head sculpts. Look, this is an old figure. This is Dutch from the original Predator. You look at the difference. It's still a great figure. It's still a great head sculpt. I love it. And this one also had seamless arms. Definitely the older one has more detail of veins. And I still love this guy. He looks great. You can see they're about the same height. And then my favorite back there, police shootout Arnie from Terminator 1. And you got a badass, that's a sick head sculpt too, from Terminator 2. That's one of the DXs. It's just a wonderful figure. But I am super stoked to have this. I got all my Stallones now, my Van Damme, my Arnies. It's just great. But you can see they're all about the same height, so they look really cool together. And this one, I used to have his arm bent for maybe almost 2 years, and I got lucky that nothing happened. I don't know how. Maybe it's because my room is always freezing in the winters. I do not use heat. I like icicles hanging off my fucking ceiling. so maybe the plastic does better in the cold. I don't know, I'm just guessing. The only reason I finally moved his arm back down was because on my Sarah Connor, of course it's less rubber because it's a female's arm. I had her arm like she's smoking a cigarette, and I'm dusting her one day and I see it split. I'm like, no. So I quickly ran over to him and I'm like, let me straighten out his arm before it gets damaged. And Sarah is way cheaper to get than he is. You can see it is still a bit folded there, but alright guys, there's a quick comparison with the Arnie's. Let me move him over. Like I said, if you like the movie, don't pass up on this figure. It's just a great figure. Alright guys, as always, Anthony, thanks so much, bud, for sending this out. I love the piece. And stay tuned guys, I'm going to review the Hot Toys Iron Man diecast Mark III pretty much. Maybe I'll do it tonight, if not tomorrow. Alright guys, don't miss out on this. SS out. Laters.